Hi, this is Leslie Meredith from Breakbulk Events and Media. I'm here in Kuala Lumpur at our very first Breakbulk Southeast Asia. And I'm joined by Rolando Gächter from IPA, Independent Project Analysis, who's head of their operations in Singapore now, right, looking at Asia. He gave the keynote address this morning about capital projects outlook. So we're bracing ourselves for your big message. So give us some of the high points of your talk this morning.
So Leslie, thank you for having me be part of this forum today and for inviting me to answer some questions. A few messages. It's a very difficult project environment, one that we haven't seen for as long as we've been operating here. We've got very limited staffing numbers, staffing experience levels, chasing very difficult projects, and obviously a low commodity price that's dampening demand for a lot of the projects. So it's a difficult project environment.
Okay, so what are some of the specific changes that have manifested perhaps as a result of the low oil and gas prices that we've seen over the last couple of years?
So in this difficult environment, we've seen a lot fewer capital projects being executed, being planned and developed. We're seeing a lot of avoidance of risky, new technology, difficult, super large projects. We're seeing a lot of avoidance of projects in what are considered more difficult locations, and some increased project activity in what are perceived to be safer locations in Western Europe or in the United States.
Okay, so you're really seeing risk aversion.
That's right, that's right.
So we're playing it a little more safe. What about the size of projects and what sectors perhaps are seeing a little more investment?
So, not surprisingly, we're seeing oil and gas and refining sectors depressed. We're seeing increased activity in the chemical industry in Germany, in Europe, and some in the United States. And life sciences, which is pharmaceuticals and consumer products for an aging population, increasing. So the demand has been there. And power and infrastructure. Power and infrastructure has seen some growth.
What about specifically in this region?
So for this region, we've seen less investment, foreign investment in China, which affects everything in Southeast Asia. The Chinese economy has slowed a bit, and that has dampened demand here in this part of the world. But we are seeing, unlike the rest of the world, some demand for refining capacity, which we don't see elsewhere, in India, in Indonesia, to meet growing markets and to meet fuel compliance standards.
Okay, well that sounds like a couple of bright spots. As we look ahead in the next, 24 to 36 months, how do you see the industrial market looking?
So, not to be all gloomy, but the gloomy point I have to get out is that we are advising that we have to plan for this low oil price environment for as long as you can see.
Absolutely.
Don't wait for an increase to save you or bail you out. And some companies are going to figure out how to make money in this environment with some innovations. They're going to challenge the way they've executed projects in the past with simpler scopes, with extended production cycles, and some are not.